Good morning in Portugal, my 5-day adventure. Today 44 euro flight. It's warmer than Poland, so I'm happy. Good morning, Portugal. It actually rains a lot. I'm walking from the airport to save a couple of euros. If you want to know how the beach in Porto looks like, so rocks, you cannot really swim. Probably 2-hour walk to get to this, but it looks beautiful, good place to walk. I just booked a hostel for 11 euro 50 cents. I have to get to Lisbon. From Lisbon in 5 days is my flight back to Poland, to Poznań. That's the rainy time in Portugal, so I was expecting that. Well, welcome in Porto, Louis Bridge, flipping heck, rains non-stop. You know how I love rain. My favorite city in Portugal, Porto. Damn. Porto is cheap, similar prices to Poland. Took me like 4 hours to get here from the airport with a small stop. I will try to go to club here, but not tonight. I slept like 2 hours. That's the view that I love in Porto. That's the one problem with pocket camera, it's amazing, but not when it rains. I'm risking destroying this camera. This place here behind me, that's an amazing place with music where people dance. This place here is full of people dancing. I'm gonna go to the other side and climb there and walk at the top. One of the best spots to watch sunset. No, of course not today. Sunset at the end of this river. Amazing spot. Only trams can drive on this bridge. This flipping heck bridge never gets boring. Also in Bristol they have beautiful bridge. I think Porto wins. That's a beautiful church. And there's I love Portugal, but there's a next small problem. I shouldn't complain, but no, the drugs are basically legal. They're criminalized, and I have very strong opinion about the drugs. I just left the hostel for 11 euro 50 cents. It's not bad, especially because it's on this main street here in Porto. They are roasting kasztany. How to say that? Flipping heck, that's a cinematic shot. Welcome to Porto as night. Roasted cheese nuts. Never had this. Don't really want to try. That's an interesting building. Flipping heck, now I can film at night. Before it would be impossible. I check out, they have Christmas market, but it starts in December, so I'm too early for that. I found it, the best place where they make pastel denata. That's it. It's like a pudding with cinnamon. Amazing. That's the best place to buy it, but not today. Maybe I'm gonna find a friend that I can go with. Trust me, it's delicious, especially when it's warm. Most famous sweet thing that you can eat in Portugal. This is amazing. Trust me, if you're in Portugal, you have to try this. What's the price? One cost 1 euro 30 cents. For 6, 7 euro 80 cents. That's the name of the best spot where you can eat pastel de nata. Do you know this famous YouTuber? Maybe we should collab. Ronaldo, please. I think he also plays like a sport, but I'm not sure. I know he's like a famous YouTuber. Haha, a little bit of comedy. Messi or Ronaldo? Lewandowski, that's a correct answer right now. That's an interesting cafe, Majestic. Do you know J.K. Rowling? Not from Twitter, but from the books. J.K. Rowling wrote a Harry Potter book here in Porto. In this very fancy restaurant, Harry Potter. In this restaurant, casually writing Harry Potter, living her life in Porto. Flipping heck. I prepared today some interesting facts about Porto. I'm improving as a YouTuber, yes or yes? Amazing restaurant, like a New York cafe in Budapest, similar. What a vibe. Should I move to Porto and not write a book? Who is reading a book? Maybe they have some kind of university. And next very interesting place in Porto. Okay, it's McDonald's. You know my love to McDonald's. Of course, not to eat, but to use their electricity to recharge my laptop. That was like a post office before, but now that's the favorite fast food of US president. That's me, how I look like. Pocket camera, chandeliers are pretty nice. That's like one of the most interesting McDonald's ever. But I'm never gonna eat in McDonald's. Maybe, no. After McDonald's meal, I feel hungry, like after a couple of hours, minutes even, trying to be like a typical YouTuber, show you interesting spots. They are still building this metro here, come on. It's, I don't know, 2 years ago. they were building this also. That's the party street in Porto with, I don't know, 6 clubs. And I was asked like 4 times in 5 minutes to buy drugs. Drug dealers, please be nice to me, but I'm not a fan of you. I think everything should be blocked and should be a huge penalty, but people want to have freedom, so it probably can help with some PTSD stuff. But how many people destroy their lives because of drugs? J.K. Rowling, she was inspired by this library to Police was walking next street next to those guys selling drugs, but I think they are like decriminalized in Portugal. I'm not a fan of that because people are stupid. Oh, this is the entrance to University of Porto. I don't know what's that ball. Oh, that's the moon. Casually walking on the streets of Porto, bam. Spectacular church. It rains and rains and rains. Streets of Porto. 9 p.m. Okay, I'm gonna go to hostel, edit. There are so many like nice exclusive restaurants, bars. I'm hiding inside the shopping mall and rains a lot. Tomorrow all day exploring beautiful Porto. I hope with less rain. No clubbing. I mean, Porto it's perfect if you want to go with the boys, drink cheap beers.